Hey there. It is 2020. Happy New Year. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful holiday week here. It's kind of crazy with it being in the middle of the week. Uh, Monday, Tuesday, it just feels off. I don't know about you, but my week, it's hard to keep track of the days normally, let alone when the New Year's falls in the middle of the week. So I hope that your 2020 is off to a great start and that you've got really great plans. I hope that you are working on setting goals for this year versus resolutions. I think that it seems that so many people set those resolutions and these ideas that I'm going to do this year, and then they kind of I don't want to say, I think peter out was kind of the term I was looking for, but it all fizzles by around the end of January, definitely by the end of February. I think one of the reasons that might be is simply because the difference between having your resolutions and your goals, resolutions like I'm going to do this, but you really don't attach anything to it, whether it's time or something that you can measure. Whereas a goal is, at least how I've come to learn it, a goal is something that's attainable but stretches you. It has an actual timeline to it, and you can measure it. So if your goal is to lose 30 pounds this year, you can break that up into 12 weeks or however you want to do that. But it's a lot easier for you to hit that and know how you're doing and maybe make some adjustments along the way versus a resolution. So with that said, I hope that you're working on your goals. You've got great plans this year. I would like to also just ask you guys what you did for New Year's Eve this year. For myself, my family and I, we just stayed home and hung out with the kids. Watched, I think, one or two movies. Netflix, awesome, gotta love it. They have those countdown timers that you can go ahead and play. They're like maybe a minute, 2 minutes for your kids, where it doesn't matter what time of day it is. You just run that and you're like, woohoo, Happy New Year, go to bed. Okay, well, it didn't quite work like that around our house, but you get the picture. Go ahead and share down in the comments what you did, whether you went out, you stayed home, or if you went to bed early. I typically stay up past midnight anyway, so that's not unusual for me. And yeah, so as we go into this new year, I wanted to hopefully give you guys some ideas of how to get your home back under control and maybe make this the year that you finally feel like you're back in control of what's going on inside your home. And I know that might sound like pie in the sky there, but let's just go ahead and talk about a few things. One of the great ideas that I've heard, and we haven't done this, but I plan on doing it this year myself, is in your bedroom, take all of your clothes and that are up on hangers. Obviously, you can't do this if they're not in hangers, but go ahead and flip them opposite way. Whatever you do, just flip them. And as you go through the next couple of months, go ahead and any clothes after, especially if you're just doing, you can do this for your seasons. So right now it's being winter, you want to go ahead and make sure you just have all your winter clothes up, but you can do it again in spring, summer. Anyway, have them flip the opposite direction, and anything that you don't use or don't wear during that period of time, once that season's over, go ahead and just grab those and donate them. Get them out of there. That's a really great idea. I really like that, because there's so many times that we tend to hold on to things that we're like, I might be able to wear that, or I might want to wear that, or whatever, especially when it comes to clothes. And then 2 years go by and we're like, I have not worn that in forever, and it still sits there. Now, if it's got some sentimental value, you might want to go ahead and keep it. I would suggest go ahead and finding something you can put that in to put it away so that it doesn't get ruined or damaged, so you have it if it's memorabilia or something of that nature. You can also do this in your kitchen. An idea is to get a certain section in one of your drawers where you can have one of those drawer dividers and put all your utensils in there or into one, and then have another area where you can take out and put stuff that you actually use. And at the end of so many weeks or maybe months, you get to decide, but whatever happens to be still in that's probably because you don't use it. So I really encourage you to take this idea and spread it around your home, whether it be dealing with your kids' toys, maybe having a special bin that all the toys go into, and when they request something, you can take that out and that goes somewhere else that they'll use. But any toys that they haven't really remembered, if your kids are anything like mine, they will play with 1 or 2 toys for indefinitely, and then if they see you getting rid of something they haven't played with for years, they're all up in arms about it. But if you have a special place where they can't see that and they only know that you can get to them, that might be a great way to kind of cut back on the clutter of your toys. I know one of my daughters, for years, she would play with Light Bright. I mean, I wish we'd known that years ago. We just would have gotten that and nothing else. But the Light Bright was her favorite toy. And honestly, if we'd gotten rid of all the other stuff, she wouldn't have been upset because that was her toy. So think about that when it comes to your kids and room and taking care of those things. Another thing might even be in your bathroom, going through, if you happen to have makeup, if you happen to have your lotions, and just kind of putting them in an area where you can pull from, and anything left in it you get rid of. Another thing you can also do is make sure you're looking at the expiration dates on any of the stuff in your bathroom, whether it's medicine or other things, and anything that you feel is not effective after its expiration date or you're not too sure about it, throw that out. This is a really great time to go through that stuff, and you don't have to go through it all at once. I don't want to overwhelm anyone. This might be something that you plan over the this next month. Every week, pick a room, and this is what you do in it to get it started. But I think that once you get the plan going, it'll be that much easier to maintain. So another thing to also do in your bathrooms and in your kitchen is go through any empty containers or containers that have very little. If you're like me, I try to use every single ounce I can out of the shampoo bottle, the toothpaste, ketchup bottles, you name it. But there comes a time when you've just got to say, this is done, we're going to throw it away, it's okay. So I'd encourage you to go through your bathroom looking for your empty toothpaste, toothpaste tubes, and anything else that you're like, no, it's time to go, let's just go and get rid of this, throw it away. Or maybe even find a smaller container to put it in. Maybe if there's enough, you might want to consolidate that. That's not a bad idea. In your kitchen, go through the refrigerator and make sure you're pulling out all your stuff in there that maybe you've got leftovers or something from back at Thanksgiving still. It's found its way to the back of the fridge and you're not sure why it's still there. Just go ahead and get that stuff out of there, and it'll help clear up a lot of stuff, a lot of space. And the great thing about that is, and one of the reasons that I like making sure that we're trying to do that around our home, is that as you clean things out, there's just something therapeutic, I feel, about it in your head. It creates not only empty space in whether it be in your bedroom, your bathroom, or your kitchen, but it also creates an extra space within your head, in between your ears, and and it helps you. It helps me, and hopefully that does you too. So there's some tips on how to get your home back under control this year. Let me know in the comments any of them that you really like, anything that is better suggestions. If you've got some really great suggestions on getting your home back under control and helping to eliminate some of your clutter, and so you have a better headspace, that buffer in between things in your home, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear. I like to share stuff, as I sometimes say. Most everything we have and do, our ideas, are really just stolen from other people. Mary, who I just butchered her name, the Spark Joy lady, I can guarantee you that she didn't come up with that idea. In fact, a lot of that she does is from her ancestry and the way she was raised. So don't feel bad if you're taking somebody else's ideas, but please do share them, because we all get better when we share. So yeah, I just want to talk to you a little bit about that. Another thing I wanted to take a moment to, if you want to go and hang around. If not, I hope you have a great day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Friday. But if you want to stick around, I just want to kind of talk about something that a friend of mine asked me about here a couple weeks ago, and that is, what are my plans for this business? And so I thought about it for a little bit, and it kind of boils down to this. My goal for this business is to work myself out of my position. I want to start removing myself from different aspects of this business so that we can hire other people to give them an opportunity to grow, to be able to hone any skills, because we really feel that, or I really feel that in this business, this is more of a transition possibly, or a uplifting job. I really don't expect people to come into the house cleaning industry and stay here for 20 years doing cleaning homes for that long. One, I just don't know that many of us, our bodies can take that over a long period of time. And secondly, I don't want people getting stuck. I want to see them improve. I want to see them reach their potential. And the only way I know that is to continually move on so somebody else can move into that place and learn, and then take what they learned and go to something else. I really want to have this business as a place where people come to get better, that they come to learn not only the basics of how to clean a home, but also how to be better organized, how to be better leaders, how to do, I don't know, I'm kind of stumbling on my words here, but I just want people to get better. And as we do that, we give other people the opportunity in their homes that we serve. We give them the opportunity to have more time with their families so that they, in turn, can get better and improve in other areas of their life. And maybe that's with their family, maybe that's in their job. They don't have enough time because of the stress of just looking at their home to focus on improving their skills. Maybe it's with trying to start their own little business. You know, we are big proponents of small business. If you have not figured that out, we are, and hopefully that's something you're into as well. But I just really want to make sure that when you are thinking about doing business with us, you understand that we're not about us. I mean, we definitely want to do better. We want to be able, you know, I want to be able to provide my family, but I also want to be able to provide that same kind of opportunity to my team members who come in here. I want to help them provide for their family and provide more opportunities to improve. And that comes through our customers who allow us to go into their home, allow us to help free up their time so that they can go in turn do some more stuff, so we can hire more people so that they can come in. And I hope you kind of see how that works there. But I just want to share that with you, because for some of you that may be something you're interested in. If not, okay, there you go. You can always leave a comment in the comment section and tell me, you know what, just shut up. But hey, seriously, if you've got any comments, if you've got any questions, if you have something on your mind that you'd love for me to talk about, I'd like to hear it. So go ahead and leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to read it. I just lost my train of thought. Welcome to doing the live. When you do this stuff, sometimes your brain just shuts down for a moment and you're like, what was I going to say? And your brain goes, nah, not going to tell you. So here we are. That was it. So I was going to say is, if you're interested and you'd love for us to go ahead and help you get more of your time back, help you to reduce the stress and that overwhelming feeling that you get just from looking at your home, we'd love to help you out. I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the comment section, but you can visit us online at meticulousmanservices.com. That's all one word, /get your quote. And I'll go ahead and put that in there. And we'd love to hear from you. So until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're gearing up for an amazing 2020. And we will see you back here next Friday. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.